Well, sorry about that, guys. I was just playing on my phone to make sure that everything was rocking and rolling on YouTube, and it's good to hear that everything is. That's amazing. Sometimes we have hiccups go on, and I have this real deep fear of going live for several minutes and then not realizing what's happening. So for those of you guys that are new here, welcome. My name is River Lee. I am the founder of the Savvy Groomer, where I teach pet professionals how to find their purpose, profit while enjoying their passion. People know me as the person that will help you get your grooming business profitable, as well as knowing what to do with your money once you have it. So today's topic, and again, I apologize, my computer is over there. I really need a second monitor. I know I have to do it. I just have to find out if I have to do anything special for a Mac. But neither here nor there. Today's topic is going to be all about how do you keep your books organized. And if you've never heard this term before, you've probably heard the terms bookkeeping. So bookkeeping is keeping your books. So what are your books? Your books are your business information. Generally it can be your profit and loss statement, any of your invoices, which most of us generally don't have invoices. We are what's called pay on, COD, which is cash on delivery, is one of the most common terms you guys may have heard. We don't do a lot of invoicing. We don't do anything like that. There are some of you guys, like some mobiles will do that, where you guys will complete the groom, send the client the invoice, and they have to pay it within a certain amount of time. I prefer having a card on file and either prepaying or paying once the service is completed. So we're going to talk a little bit today about how to keep those things organized. We're all guilty of it. Even moi has definitely lost things, misplaced things, or disorganized things. And it's so important, especially right now where the government just spent a lot of money, and guess what? It's going to come for all of us to try to find that money. So having everything organized so you can prove what is going on to your actual bookkeeping is going to be so important. So number one is for you to keep your business and your personal money separate. If you don't already, guys, please, please, please get yourself a separate business account. I don't care how small your business is. I don't care if it's a DBA, and that is a doing business as. I have owned and operated a DBA basically for over the last 10 years in various forms. I personally prefer a DBA, but I still have a separate business checking account. Too often you guys will go to Walmart, or if you're a mobile groomer like I am, to the gas pump, and you're going to use your card. If you use your card, that's your personal card, it gets really sticky organizing what is going on in your business. So in order to keep our books organized, it's going to be so important for you guys to not commingle that money. It's going to be easier for your bookkeeper if you're doing your bookkeeping, and it's also going to be easier in general. God forbid the IRS ever audits you, or honestly, just even for your own sanity. And I see a lot of times you guys will have Walmart receipts. I should say my coaching clients will be like, oh yeah, I went to Walmart and I bought towels. And I'll be like, okay, well, show me the receipt. And they don't have the receipt. So it's a lot easier to at least figure out what day it was. And we're going to talk about that in a little second. Which brings me actually to my next point. Have an envelope or somewhere to put your receipts. Ideally, in a space weekly at best. But, try to input your receipts daily if possible, and if not, weekly. You can honestly go ahead and just put your receipts in something like this. I've seen people where they put a label on it, and it'll be like for whatever week, or they'll just say and every Monday they go through their receipts, that's their day to do it, and input their receipts. Ideally, daily would be better, especially if you guys are using things like QuickBook Online. It's pretty intuitive. It can attach very easily to your debit card and to your business debit card. And then you can just attach a photo to that to keep for better record keeping. It's very important for you guys to do that. It's very hard to prove that you've purchased things if you don't have proof of the purchase. The government's not going to just believe you. You need to have proof. So that's what I would have you guys do. And again, a lot of you guys will wait till the month. And I think that now depending upon how often you buy things, I'm mobile, so I'm buying gas at least once a week. My towels wear out. I'm buying new towels. We might need air cleaner and we ran out of air cleaner. So I have to run to Petco really quickly. This happens way less now, but when I had my shop, I would have tons and tons and tons of gallons. I would probably have 4 or 5 gallons on reserve. And then at one point I was running things very, very lean. And with everything in the beginning with COVID, where it took a while to get things, I got very spoiled. Where Amazon, if I couldn't call show seasons to get my air cleaner, or Les Pooch to get my air cleaner, and I had to use Amazon, I could get Amazon within 2 days. But when that 2 days in my area became 2 weeks or 3 weeks to get something from Amazon, I'm not going to pretend like I wasn't the person going to Petco and buying a thing of air cleaner because I ran out of air cleaner. We try to be perfect, but we're not perfect. A lot of times we're just trying to roll with things and make them happen, and nobody's perfect. I'm just going to pop open. I'm hoping you guys can hear me. And if you can, go ahead and let me know that you guys can. Our next thing I'm going to suggest you guys consider doing is to have office baskets, desktop files, or rolling carts. So again, something like this, an envelope, whatever is great for your receipts. But for your bigger items, such as, I always print out every month my P&L statement, which is my profit and loss statement. And I like something like this. So as you can see the front, and I'm hoping you guys can see this, I would write down where this is. So I might write, Savvy Groomer 2020, or, Rhode Island Mobile Grooming, Rhode Island Cat Grooming 2020, right in here. So I really like this. And as you can see, I have, actually, I hope you can see it. Let me look at my camera really quick. It's really hard to see with the light, but you can see all my little tabs. It's organized really well. So I have my Mercedes statements for my van. I have my insurance statements in here. I have my Easy Pass, which is my toll recording. I have all of this in here. It's all beautifully organized, which makes me super happy. I should have a label on it, but I'm not going to lie. I had everything color-coded, and I really loved this pattern. So I decided that I'm going to make this every year, and then I'm going to put it in the colors to have. So I have light blue is for Savvy Groomer, and then Rhode Island Mobile Grooming has more of a teal color. My household has, but anyway, I have my household bills and all of that. But I don't want to go too much. I actually really love the Container Store, so whenever I have an excuse to buy something from there, I love it. I'm also going to show you guys, I don't know if you can see it that well. I have this awesome rolling cart. Now, this is for anything during the month I have. So this is all my personal and my business. I have this rolling cart right here. And as things are going, I put it in there. And then at the end of the month, I then transfer it to here. I like doing that personally because it helps me. Normally, and give me 1 second. So this is a bit of a mess, but I actually normally have these, and I have 3 different layers. I just moved to this apartment, so these are not organized, so just ignore my mess. But normally I have these 3 things. So I have my business, my personal, and then these are anything that must be dealt with sooner than later. This is my emergency. And I love how I'm like, yeah, this should be organized. I acknowledge that. But with everything going on with Savvy Groomer, where we're expanding and doing amazing things, this is definitely at the bottom of my list. But I really love it because when I get mail in, I normally keep this either in the office or by my front door, depending upon how often I'm getting mail. At this because of COVID, honestly, We have a mail room that I only check once a week. So this has been pretty useless because if I'm checking it only 4 times a month, I just put it away into my other containers. But this is really great for me normally when I get mail daily and I don't really want to spend every day organizing the mail. So I just put it in here, and then I know if it's a bill I have to pay, I put it in the red bin because it has to be dealt with. But these other 2 things I can wait till the end of the month to organize. So with your books, #real life. So with your books like that, you should be able to organize that a little better. So again, for instance, let's say if you, instead of using something big like this, you wanted to use an envelope, you could have gas envelope and then put that in, let's say for the blue little bin there. So there's lots of ways to go ahead and organize that. I actually have other organizational things because again, I am an organizational freak. I'm not gonna lie. And actually in our next business membership month, which is gonna be the month of December, we're gonna be going over different ways how to organize your office. Because honestly, I love organizing my office and I would love to share with you guys more options how to organize your office. And I think it would really help you because whether your office is at your salon or your house, having a place to organize all of this makes a big difference. Especially now that the kids are being schooled at home and a lot of us have to come home earlier. When we used to be able to get this office stuff done at the end of the day, now we have to do them at home. All right, and then the last thing I'm gonna suggest for keeping your books organized is to use an online software. Wah, wah, wah. I know, you're like, well, duh. So I'm still always shocked at how many of you guys use pen and paper to organize your books. I think that's insane. I also think it's insane to do your appointments without online software, but I digress. So please consider something like QuickBooks Online. I really need to get an affiliate link for that because I tell everyone to do it. But the biggest thing is that you need something that's going to help you organize it. You're going to be able to input it somewhere. And even if you have a bookkeeper, having somewhere to put that information that is not pen and paper is so important. As someone who learned how to do bookkeeping on an Excel spreadsheet, that's a large learning curve where QuickBooks is incredibly intuitive. One of my coaching students really recently was telling me, because they switched over to QuickBooks and they had it linked to their business debit card, they were shocked at how much it kind of intuitively knew and it would suggest categories to put that into. And I'll be very honest, if you don't really have a lot of experience with bookkeeping, I really don't suggest you do your own books. I think that it's so cheap to get a bookkeeper. But I do suggest you understanding the fundamentals and the basics of bookkeeping. That way you can make sure whoever you've hired to do your books is actually doing a good job. So I would actually highly suggest that if you are not a member of the Savvy Groomer business membership, that you can just, that's more than, bleh. That's how you know it's live, right? Where's my water? I need me some water. Sometimes I'm like, man, I'm doing so good. And then I have a moment like that. I'm like, man, I wish I could be like, nope, you didn't see that. You didn't see that. Anyway, so if you are a part of the Savvy Groomer business membership, then I would highly suggest you go ahead and take advantage of the basics of bookkeeping class. If you're not a member and you're not interested in being a member of that, which is only $35 a month, by the way, then you can always purchase that workshop. The workshop's about an hour and a half long, and we go over the basics of bookkeeping, including, the different account styles, different entry methods, and a lot of examples for both mobile and salons. And that's only going to be $97 for a one-time purchase. You can purchase that one time and you own it forever. So you guys are more than welcome to do that. And I will put the link below, probably not right away. So if you are interested, you can always message me on Facebook. In theory, I'm going to make sure all of this is up to date, but I always have so many it's interesting because when everything is done, y'all will be very impressed. But for now, it's like every time I'm building a layer to Savvy Groomer, it's like I'm going uphill. I'm really excited that I did a great job updating the website. And actually, if I can figure out how to do the share screen, I knew how to do it before. I think it's under presentation. Hang on. Whoop. And someone messaged me. Oh yeah, here we go. All right, I figured this out. You can see, like, it's pretty cool. Like, the Savvy Groomer front page is all different. I've got a sale going on for that last 4 hours. If you're watching the replay, you probably missed it. But I have a 50% off coaching. We're going to have different pathways. We have like the employee, the solopreneur, the business owner. It's not up just yet, but we're going to go ahead and have you guys help you figure out how to like best do that path. We of course have our common concerns, which is personal finance, business education, and one-on-one coaching. There's a great about me page. So if you ever wanted to learn lots about me, I don't know why you would, but there I am. Current publications, certifications, speaking gigs I've done. And then of course you can have my full long story and then where you guys can find me in 2021. So these are really fun. I'm really happy with how it came out, especially because I find that 9 times out of 10, what I do, just like, it's always kind of like, please work. And it's so funny because like in business, I'm way more organized. Like my business is run like clockwork. But with Savvy Groomer, I feel like it's just a lot of it is the Wild West, like this website, I probably spent 12 hours working on, and a lot of it was just trying to figure out how to do it. And we're grooming. I'm like, man, I got this down packed. But this stuff is always like, well, okay, I guess I'm going to have to learn a whole new skill now. So I'm really excited about that. So here is the sales pitch at the end. If you guys have not already, please consider signing up for my free Facebook group, Savvy Pet Professionals. Hopefully you're watching it this live stream either on YouTube or right in the Savvy Pet Professional Facebook group. It's a great group. We're going to be doing a lot more fun things coming in 2021. A lot of that is going to be scheduling things out and having extra things for this group that you guys can network and talk and really support each other. That's really important to me. Having a nice place for a community. There's so many Facebook groups where things just suck, where you're going to have really bad, I hate to say it that way, but there's a lot of Facebook groups where like people are just giving awful advice. And I just think it's bananas. But I mean, I shouldn't, but I just think it's crazy. So if you want to think about working with me, here are the 3 main ways to work with me. We have my business membership, which is only $35 a month. And every month you're going to get a workshop. This December's workshop is going to be all about how to organize your office and your back office stuff. In November, we did all about bookkeeping. So if you want to watch the basics of bookkeeping, you could get both of those this month for only $35. Watch them both. And then if you don't want to be a member, that's okay. You can always drop the membership. Now, if you want to have some one-on-one help, sometimes you guys need help with a decision. One-on-one coaching is only $9.97 a month. That gives you 4 hours. You can be amazed how much change can be done in 4 hours. Now, you can always, of course, sign up for a larger package. We do have annual and semi-annual packages. Or if you think you just want 1 hour of coaching, we can, of course, do that as well. And then if you're wondering how the hell am I going to pay for all this, no worries. We have Personal Finance on a Leash, which is a 12-week course that is only $199 for 3 months. Now, this is important. Let me get to my face. Where's my face? Here's my face. So next year, we are going to be running a mastermind. That mastermind is tentatively called Unapologetically Wealthy Groomers. Here's the thing. you have to have personal finance on a leash to be in that mastermind. I racked my brain how I could have that mastermind and still be able to teach all of the things in personal finance on a leash. I can't figure it out because you need to know how to budget, how to have a healthy relationship with money, and have an idea of what you want to do in the future in order to do a deeper dive into money. It doesn't make any sense for me to offer this mastermind to people for them not to be able to really use it. I have considered how I want to do that. And so the way I'm going to be doing personal finance on a leash and this mastermind next year is it will open 4 times next year. And there'll only be about a week to 2 weeks worth of time that you can either sign up for personal finance on a leash or the mastermind. So the way that's going to work is that if you want to sign up for, the mastermind is going to launch in April. So we're finishing up the current run through of personal finance on a leash. Now it is a drip course, so you can watch it at your own leisure, but we go through it and we do everything live. The reason we do everything live together is that we have support as you're going through the different weeks. So I had my notebook, but I don't know where it is, so I had the exact dates. But basically, we're going to start the next one mid-January. And then when that is done, we're going to open up the mastermind for about a week. And then we're going to launch the mastermind. If you have purchased Personal Finance on a Leash in 2020, you get an entire year of the mastermind for free. That is a $1,200 deal for signing up. Personal Finance on a Leash is only $600. So if you purchase it in 2020, you're going to get a $1,200 mastermind for free. And in the mastermind, we're going to be working on updating your credit, fixing your credit. We're going to be working on super saving. If the super saving is for buying a house, saving up for a grooming van, or some of you guys saving up for a lot of times you have to put some money down to get a business loan. We're going to be working on things like that. There's a lot of things that we can work on. And what's going to be nice is the group is going to dictate. So I have my plan for what I would like to do. But if you guys are more interested in things, I'm not a big fan of creative financing. But if you guys want to know how to get approved for a grooming van, even with bad credit, I can show you how to do that. I feel like it's kind of against what I believe in. And once you take personal finance on a leash, though, I feel like there are a few people who have had very bad things happen to them that they can use that. But first things first, you need to make sure your money is under control and you're doing a monthly budget. In the mastermind, we will be doing a monthly budget together every month. We'll be going over it. In the mastermind, you can be one of those people to have your budget done. So instead of me showing you guys how I do my personal budget or my business budget, if you guys want to be the example in the mastermind, you can do that. And I can show you how maybe to save or see your ratios and help you organize all of that. So it's going to be a lot of fun. It really is. But there's no way I can teach you a deeper dive of money if you're not on the same page. And normally I would leave Personal Finance on a Leash open. But in order to start creating this massive movement in the industry, I'm only going to open it in 2021 4 times. And then I'm probably only going to open it twice in 2022. 2022. And the long-term plan is that those people that are affiliate, have finished Personal Finance on a Leash, I am planning, and I have not officially planned it because of everything with COVID, but we're probably going to do a business retreat, probably somewhere on the beach for a week, where we would go on the beach, talk about business, talk about our long-term goals and plans, have some girl time. I really love doing that with the NCGI for CFMGs. I really liked that. And I would really like to create that same kind of community where we can go to the beach for a week and see massive growth, or at least enjoy ourselves for a week around with like-minded groomers. But I think I'm going to stick with people that have done personal finance on a leash, because to me, once you've done that online course, the way you think and look at money is totally different. And it's not about necessarily earning more money. It's about making the money that you earn matter more. And once you take the course, you'll understand more. So it is always lovely to see you all. And I hope you have had a lovely Thanksgiving. And I look forward to seeing you guys next week. I cannot wait. All right, guys. So happy grooming. Get to my outro.